Good Saturday evening to you. Welcome to Edgerton High School as we get ready for an old 49 rivalry game. A couple of 1-6 teams that hope they are trending, despite their most recent games being losses, hope they are trending in the right direction. Edgerton 1-6 on the year, although earlier this week on Monday night they played their best game of the year in knocking off Bryan. Lost not quite at the buzzer, but close on Thursday night. A couple of free throws by Liberty Center with 1.5, 1.8, just under 2 seconds left. They lost 33-32. Meanwhile, for Edon, they won their opening night game against North Central, but have dropped 6 in a row. However, they really feel like they played their best and most complete game last night in a game that Coach H and I did over in West Unity, an overtime loss to Hilltop 57-51. So as we welcome you into the Allied Molded Products pregame show, Suzanne Hollabaugh with me, and I know 1-6 we could go and take a lot of trips toward negative town for both these teams, and we'll talk about some deficiencies as the night goes on. But for the most part, I think some positive stuff to build on for both Edon and Edgerton rolling into tonight.
Yeah, I would agree. After what we saw Monday night from Edgerton and what we saw last night from Hilltop, I think both are trending in the right direction if they can continue to play that consistent, as they did this past week.
What jumped out at you Monday night? What did Edgerton do so well, and how did they perform so well in beating a Bryan team?
It's going to be the same for both teams. I'm going to say it was balanced scoring and it was good defense. I thought both ends of the floor for Edgerton that night were very solid. I thought, the Farnham girl's going to get hers because she's the Farnham girl. She's just that good of an athlete, that good of a basketball player. But I felt she did a better job that night incorporating her teammates into the offense as well as getting her own. And so I was really impressed with that compared to the game that we had seen prior, where I didn't feel like they meshed together offensively as well as they did against Bryan.
How about Edon last night? What were some positive things from them?
Again, same thing. I really felt like defensively it started on that end because, of course, they were going up against the Baker girl. She got hers. What happened, though, is the Connolly girl got hot, and that really was the difference in the game. But I thought also on offense, it was pretty balanced attack. Obviously, getting Addison Briner back was a huge bonus for them. But I really just felt like they did a nice job of spreading the ball around.
Just getting started on our Allied Molded Products pregame show. Think inside the box at Allied Molded Products. Going to step aside and take a break. Our Bryan Ford Lincoln conversation with the head coaches when we come back in just a moment. Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services and see how soon you can get a Lennox home comfort system that'll help improve your health and your mood. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today at 1-800-329-4040 or visit us at starksphs.com. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, wants to say good luck to the Edon Bombers in tonight's athletic contest. Precise Metal Form is a proud supporter of Edon Bomber athletics, both boys and girls sports. Precise Metal Form in Bryan, saluting the athletes on all of their hard work and wishing them the best of luck in this athletic contest. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, saying go Bombers in this game.
Peltz Lumber of Montpelier and Pioneer is here to serve you. Not only have they been offering the finest in building materials for generations, but they also have a website with over 80,000 items for you to browse right at your fingertips and in your own home. Just go to peltzlumber.com and hit the products button, and there it is. Tools, hardware, lumberyard, and building materials, windows, doors, kitchen, and bath. Check out all the items you need and the prices and stop by the store in Montpelier or Pioneer, or give them a call at 419-485-3059. Peltz Lumber, building for a new generation.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio Ohio, and wish them the best of luck in this game.
And welcome back to the pregame show. We roll on. It's time now for our conversation with the coach.
Brought to you by Brian Ford Lincoln.
And we are talking with Edgerton head coach Marchetta Carrier. And, well, I know not the result you were looking for Thursday night with Liberty Center, but what was some of your takeaways from that one Thursday night?
You know, we didn't play as well as we had the last two games prior to that. We left a lot of easy points in the paint. You know, we didn't box out well, didn't rebound well. Defensively, I thought we played well. We didn't handle the pressure, and we turned the ball over, I think, 25, 26 times. And, you know, when you don't do the little things and, you know, you don't execute on the offensive end, the outcome's what it is.
You know, just listening to that and thinking back to Monday, it sounds like maybe the things you weren't doing Thursday night, you were doing on Monday and picked up a nice win on Monday.
Yeah, we did. You know, we played hard. Brian's very physical. They were in our shorts. You know, they turned us a lot, but we kept our composure. We kept fighting. We kept battling, but we did a lot of good things on both ends of the floor, and, you know, and it got us the W.
You know, I'm looking at your schedule Monday, Thursday, Saturday. Doesn't leave you a lot of time in between games necessarily to work on some things. But when you have been at practice this week, albeit a limited amount of time, whatever some of the things you've been working on?
You know, just breaking things down, staying fundamentals, you know, and reviewing fundamentals. You know, that's the game, and, you know, and just stressing to the girls, it takes all of us. And, you know, the last two games against Archibald Bryan, you know, we were all involved, and I felt like last night we weren't all involved, and, you know, and it showed. And, you know, we've got to come back to work today, prepare for Edon on Saturday, and, you know, we got a good team, you know, and it's, you know, we just have to put together every night. There's no room for relaxing on our schedule.
You know, Marchetta, I think it's a learning process, isn't it? I mean, you can tell the girls and show the girls, look what we did on Monday, and we did what we were supposed to, and maybe we didn't on Thursday. I mean, it's a learning process for this group at times, right?
Absolutely. You know, at the end of the day, they're kids. You know, they're giving you everything they have. They're trying. It's not a lack of effort. You know, they're trying. And, you know, you just got to keep pounding in their heads, and, you know, hopefully, like, they respond. And, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, at the end of the day, they're kids, and, you know, they're doing their best.
All right. You mentioned your opponent Saturday, Edon. Tell me what you know about them.
Yeah, you know, it's always a battle between us and Edon. You know, they're going to be well prepared. They're going to play hard. You know, Coach Walker does a nice job with their girls. They're well coached, and, you know, we've got to know where the Ripke girl is at. I know she's their biggest scorer, and you know, so we've got to know where she's at on the floor. You know, they're probably going to throw some zone at us. So, you know, our shooters hopefully bring their shooting game. And, you know, we've got to regroup today, have a great practice, and just prepare for what they're going to throw at us tomorrow.
Tempo-wise, what would you like to see kind of unfold in this one? What do you think Edon would like to see?
You know, I would like to see us play an up-tempo game. You know, I think we're better at that, you know, if we can get it and go. You know, but, you know, they're probably going to try to slow us down. But, you know, I think they want to speed us up, turn us over. You know, I know they do a 1-2-2 press. You know, we've got to handle that. So we've just got to be prepared, play our game, play what we're capable of playing, and just execute our game plan.
It's our conversation with the coach, brought to you by Brian Ford Lincoln, talking with Edgerton head coach Marchetta Carrier, and always appreciate the time. Best of luck in this one.
Thanks, Adam.
Stay with us. More in the pregame show coming up.
When you call your bank, do you ever feel like just another number? At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we're a little different. Our HQ is right here in Defiance, serving our friends, families, and neighbors. Unlike those big out-of-town banks, every dollar you save, borrow, or invest with us goes back into our community, building homes, funding small businesses, and helping dreams come true right here where we live. Bank local. Bank better. Visit localnolimits.com to learn more.
U-Store Storage in Bryan has 44 new 10x20 storage units available on Edgerton Street in Bryan. With 24-hour access and well-lit facilities, U-Store Storage has a unit just for you. Residential and commercial warehouse space is also available. Looking for a storage unit in the Stryker area? Stryker Mini Storage on Industrial Drive has units as well. For all your storage needs, give U-Store Storage or Stryker Mini Storage a call at 419-636-2545.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
At Edon Farmers Co-op, with locations in Edon, Edgerton, and Montpelier, they're more than just your neighborhood country store. They're here to make your life easier. They carry a complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, bird food, and outdoor products. Plus, they offer Land O'Lakes feed, seed treatment, grain storage and drying, fertilizer, soil sampling, and top-notch feed mill services. Their knowledgeable and friendly staff is always ready to help, and they'll even carry your items to the car. Edon Farmers Co-op, trusted by neighbors like you. Stop by today.
Welcome back to the pregame show. We continue on with our conversation with the coach, brought to you by Brian Ford Lincoln, and talking with Edon head coach Kayla Walker. And, well, Kayla, I know not exactly the start record-wise you were hoping for, but let's talk about the first 5-6 games of the season. Let's talk about things that you've liked that you've seen from the girls so far.
I mean, not the start we wanted, but, they're still doing good things on both sides of the ball. They're willing to learn. They want to try things. We're mixing up things defensively this year, and with this group, we're struggling a little bit in transition and mixing things up on the fly. So I just love their willingness, and, they come in every day and they compete and they work hard. X's
and O's wise, let's talk about what you've seen on the floor, shot selection. Are you happy with the shots they're getting? Are they making those extra passes? What have you seen offensively out of this group so far?
Yeah, shot selection, there's definitely room for improvement. It varies by game. Some games they're getting the ball inside and we're getting layups in transition, and other games we're shooting early shots, which we don't want. So we've watched a little bit of film and have broken down, shot selection that we want and when to take that shot and maybe when to make the extra pass. So we continue to work on that every day in practice.
All right, double weekend for you, Saturday night, Edgerton. Tell me what you know about them.
And they're a solid group, too. They've got the Farnham girl. They've got Swanks, Everett, Kepler. So they've got a really solid core back. And they're playing good ball right now, too. I think they just had a win over Bryan, so they've got a little bit of momentum now. And, again, they can shoot it. They can work it inside. They've got girls that can handle the ball. So if we can pressure them a little bit and make sure we know where Farnham is and Everett's on the outside and just execute the defensive assignment.
Kayla, you had the game Friday night. Doesn't give you much time to prepare for your Saturday opponent. And I know you have a good idea what they're going to do, but kind of take us through your process. How do you handle it when you got back-to-back nights like you have this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, we've broken it down during the week, so we kind of mix things up here and there in different situations. But really, we're focused on us. I mean, we can always kind of guess and watch and see what other teams are going to run and how you're going to defend them or what counters you're going to do. But primarily, our focus has been on us and what we can do, what we need to control just to play our style of basketball Friday and Saturday.
It's our conversation with the coach, brought to you by Brian Ford Lincoln, talking with Edon head coach Kayla Walker. Kayla, appreciate the time. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Stay with us. More in the pregame when we come back.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. See Danielle Van Atta of Danielle Van Atta Agency today. She can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you, with no costly gaps or overlaps. Interested? Phone Danielle Van Atta today at 419-636-0408.
Jason Deach Collision and Customs is Northwest Ohio's largest trailer dealer with over 300 trailers in stock, from 53-foot race race trailers and custom toter homes to open deck car trailers, dump trailers, landscape trailers, and equipment trailers. But they don't just sell trailers, they service them. Add options and do repairs on any brand. Because they're racers themselves, they know how to build the trailer right for your racing needs. Stop by their Edgerton location or shop 24/7 at jasondeechtrailersales.com. If you can dream it, they can build it at Jason Deech Collision and Customs. Downtown Bryan, Ohio has become quite the shopping destination in the past few years, thanks in part to Elian's Boutique, the Maddox Men's Emporium, and Faith and Grace Baby Boutique. These incredible stores offer something for everyone, featuring men's and women's apparel, newborn and kids apparel, maternity wear, specialty foods and drinks, barware, jewelry and accessories, giftable items, and much, much more. They're located on the east side of the square in downtown Bryan and open weekdays 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 3. So come to downtown Bryan, Ohio and visit the Elian's family of stores for all your shopping needs. This holiday season, Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan is wrapping it in red with unbeatable deals on Milwaukee power tools and pack-out tool storage. Get select Milwaukee power tools or batteries of your choice for just $99. Need storage solutions or coolers? With Milwaukee pack-out, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $50 when you spend $199. Save $90 when you spend $299. Or save a whopping $150 when you spend $399 on all Milwaukee pack-outs. Don't wait. These deals won't last long. Head to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan and wrap up your holiday projects in red. Donaldson's Ace Hardware, the helpful place.
Always supporting student athletes and coaches in the Edon School District, the Edon Athletic Boosters. The Edon Athletic Boosters would like to take this opportunity to salute the student athletes and coaches in tonight's game. Hey, how would you like to be a part of the Edon Athletic Boosters? Come to a meeting and find out what they're all about. Maybe even volunteer at a concession stand. For more information, phone 419-272-3213. The Edon Athletic Boosters, supporting student athletes and coaches in Edon. Andy and Coach H back with you here tonight. Couple of 1-6 teams, a rivalry game that forever has been a Saturday afternoon in February.
Yeah.
And now we're playing here on a Saturday night in December. And oh, by the way, you do realize that it's a possibility that this matchup could happen 3 times this year.
Yeah.
You're opposite each other in the 49 Classic, and it could be next weekend where it's possible they play again. That's when the 49 tournament is.
Oh, yes.
Next weekend.
Yep.
And then, who knows? They're both Division 7. That could happen down the road.
Yeah.
But tonight's game, let's focus on that.
Okay.
What wins it for Edon on the road tonight?
Well, play like you did last night with that solid defense and again, the balanced scoring. And lastly, I thought they also did a nice job of getting on the offensive board and getting those stick backs that I think are critical. Taking care of the basketball and keeping, obviously, Olivia Farnham in check, but not letting anyone else get hot. And then I also added hit free throws.
Yeah. They did do better last night at the foul line.
Yep.
44% coming into the weekend, 7 of 11 last night. How about for the Dogs tonight?
I say play like you did against Bryan with that solid defense and that balanced scoring and just take care of the basketball. Make sure that you're not giving it away, losing possessions to turnovers. Keep Edon off the offensive glass because, again, I thought the Bombers did a nice job last night doing that. And for them as well, hit those free throws when you have those opportunities.
Couple of 1-6 teams doing at it here tonight. Edon and Edgerton. The opening tip coming up shortly. We'll meet the starting lineups when we come back.
Michael Jordan once said, some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen. The Edgerton Bulldogs want it, wish for it, and make it happen. The Edgerton Athletic Boosters want to thank all of the Edgerton athletes for their hard work and dedication and want to wish the athletes and coaches good luck. So from the Edgerton Athletic Boosters, go get 'em Bulldogs. We're behind you all of the way. Good luck to all the Edgerton athletes.
This holiday season, the best deals are waiting for you at Direct Link Appliance and Furniture in Bryan. Get an over-the-range microwave for just $99. A sleek 36-inch French door refrigerator with 2 ice makers for only $16.99. Or a gas dryer for just $249. Plus, save 10% on our floor model Ashley furniture and find amazing deals on mattresses for the perfect night's sleep. With flexible financing options, we make shopping easy. And we deliver, install, and even haul away the old for a fee. Direct Link Appliance and Furniture in Bryan. Your home for holiday savings and service. Shop smart, shop local, visit Direct Link today.
Are you ready to tackle your next projects with the best equipment in town? Then look no further than Black Swamp Equipment, serving Bryant, Archbold, and Defiance. Right now, we have incredible deals on Steel chainsaws. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a weekend warrior, Steel has you covered. And that's not all. Need to chip or split that wood? We've got you covered with wood chipper and wood splitter rentals too. But wait, there's more. Our Milwaukee tool sale is happening now. Upgrade your tool kit with top quality Milwaukee tools at unbeatable prices. Stop in or give us a call to discover everything that's on sale. Black Swamp Equipment. Locations in Bryan, Archbold, and Defiance.
With an independent insurance agent, you can be sure that you're getting the right coverage at the right price. At Best Insurance and Financial Services, it's all about relationships. We work one-on-one with you to make sure your auto, home, farm, or business is protected by a quality insurance company. That's why we work with Ohio Mutual Insurance Group. We know you can trust Ohio Mutual to protect what matters most to you and your family. Once you see how Ohio Mutual cares for your needs, you'll trust them as well. Give us a call at 419-272-2888. We can recommend the best coverage from the best companies like Ohio Mutual.
As the end of the year approaches, the AmeriMade Realty team is reflecting back on an incredibly blessed year and recognizing the continued support of our loyal clients, vendor partners, and friends. The AmeriMade Realty team expresses its sincere gratitude for those that helped them continue to be one of the top real estate agencies in the Northwest Ohio area. The team says, without your trust and patronage, we couldn't do what we do to support the local community, and for that, we are grateful. We are honored to be your chosen realtors and look forward to assisting you in the future. So from the AmeriMade Realty family to you and your family, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy New Year.
Starting lineup time for this one tonight for Edon. First here this evening. It will be just a small tweak, and based on production, I think, last night, is that change in the lineup. Amanda Schwartz starts, a 5'7" junior. Jenna Ripke, a 5'6" junior. Grace Ripke, a 5'9" junior. Addison Briner, a 5'9" junior. And Nevaeh Smith, a 5'9" sophomore. And that addition to the lineup, or the change in the lineup, is Briner in. She was really good last night for Edon in first real, I guess, long game action last night of the year, so she gets the start tonight. It's the same five for Edgerton that we've seen a couple of times this year. For them, actually, that is going to be I take that back. This will be our third different lineup because Ava didn't start the first time in this one. So it'll be Ellie Heward, a 5'5" freshman. Caitlin Burke, a 5'7" sophomore. Olivia Farnham, a 6' junior. Gretchen Kepler, a 6' senior. And Casey Everett, a 5'7" senior. The officials working the game tonight with, I can't confirm, but 173 years sounds about right between them. Max Smeltzer, Dan Carnahan, and Charlie Ragaletti. Am I close? Am I in the ballpark at 173 years?
Because they officiated when I was coaching, and that's been 170 years ago.
So ready to get this thing underway here tonight. Both teams are 1-6 coming in. Edon scoring 33 a game, giving up 48 points per game on the year. Came into the weekend shooting 30%, 34% from 2, 21% from 3, and 44% at the foul line. 26 turnovers a game, although they were a little bit better at times last night in that category. Coming into the weekend, Jenna Ripke averaging 8.5 a game on the season. Addison Briner, 7 a game. Amanda Schwartz at 3 a game. Nevaeh Smith at 7 a game. Grace Ripke a couple of points per game on the season. For the Edgerton Dogs, Olivia Farnham leads the way at 15 points per game. Casey Everett, who was really good in the win over Bryan, scores 7 points per game on the year. Gretchen Kepler at 6 a game. Caitlin Burke at 3 points per game. Ava Swank at 5 points per game. Edgerton scores 38 a game. They give up 47 points per game. They're also over 20 in the turnover category at 21 turnovers per game on the year, shooting 30% from the field, 33 from 2, 26 from 3, and 66% at the foul line on the season. So all of the conversation is done. We're through the pregame stuff, and we're ready to get this thing underway here tonight.
And I can tell you this about these three officials. They are glad I'm up here and no longer down there.
Oh, well, let me just say, that's probably conversely. You're glad you're up here, right?
Yes.
You haven't lost a game in a long time.
A lot less pressure up here.
Farnham for Edgerton, Smith for Edon will jump it up, and the opening tip will be controlled by L. Heward and Edgerton, and Heward will cross the timeline and pick up her dribble, top of the circle. Left side of the floor now to Casey Everett. Now to Farnham. She'll be matched up initially here with Jenna Ripke. Farnham off the right side. Wraparound pass behind Burke, who I think was kind of bouncing up toward the top of the key, and it will bounce out of bounds and go over to Edon.
Yeah, first turnover, just again, I think a little miscommunication there.
Edgerton going to pick up some full court pressure. Kayla Walker says we're going to see this all year until we learn to protect the basketball better. And I think you could say the same about Edgerton. They'll see some pressure at 21 turnovers a game, and we're going to get steps called on that dribble penetration on Edon, and it will come right back to Edgerton.
Yep, 1-to-1 in the turnover category. Yeah, both teams, anytime you have a team that struggles to handle the basketball, they're going to face pressure.
Third game of the week for Edgerton, too, so keep an eye on that here later in the game. If it's close, if we see some up and down a little bit. There's a deflection. Farnham wanted a pick and roll, and Grace Ripke got the deflection and takeaway. Now a jump stop and around to Smith, to Jenna Ripke, trying to pick up where she left off last night. Misfires on the three, and on the rebound, a reach and a foul on Edon, and it's going to be on Briner. Those are the fouls that, as coaches, you just can't.
No.
You don't like it all because they're so far away from the basket, and
yes.
Now you think about that foul a little bit later, and that if you didn't have it, you'd be in a better spot.
Yeah, and especially if you're not deep, and neither team is really deep.
Farnham off the bounce, working on Ripke. Dribble drive into the lane with a left hand, reverse layup, no good. Rebound to Burke for Edgerton, and a jump ball tie-up, and it will be over to Edon. A little more than a minute in. Scoreless game, Edgerton and Edon here.
Yeah, one shot attempt each, but 4 total turnovers.
Smith into Grace Ripke with that full court pressure, and up ahead across midcourt. Ripke on the wing wanted to go down low to Briner, and it's knocked away by Edgerton and deflected out of bounds.
Yeah, nice job there by Kepler on the defense. Just had enough of an arm to get that ball to knock it out of bounds.
Jenna Ripke to throw it in. Out to Sister Grace. Left point jumper for 3. Good. Good looking jump shot to get Edon on the board first. 3-0.
And so many times if you catch and shoot and you don't have time to think, you're much better.
Here's Heward over to Everett. Everett on a flex cut down low to Farnham. Turnaround on the baseline. No good. Rebound off of Edon. It'll be Jenna Ripke who swiped at it last. Farnham will inbounds now for Edgerton. 3-0, Edon with a lead. Edgerton possession. Out in front it comes to Kepler. Around the horn to Farnham from downtown for 3, no good. Screen and rebound, Schwartz on the weak side. Hands to Grace Ripke, who will walk it up.
She did a nice job that time screening and going up strong for the basketball.
Ripke across midcourt, picked up by Heward. Dribble handoff now to Smith. Smith on the right side of the floor. Now gives it up to Jenna Ripke. Edgerton man-to-man. Grace Ripke top of the key now to Schwartz. Schwartz looking right side. Briner goes down in the paint, picks herself back up, and a traveling call on Schwartz. Gonna try to go right side of the key and drug that pivot foot.
Yep, didn't get stopped completely, and as you mentioned, drug that foot. Yeah, right now just a little bit sloppy on both ends.
And you can't use a Saturday afternoon thing today. This is a evening primetime game here. 3-0 it stays. Edon with the lead. Edgerton possession. 5:40 to go in the quarter. Farnham out on top, looking to tie it for 3 and knocks it home. Olivia Farnham, right point jumper for 3. And we're deadlocked at 3 now. Here's Smith weaving her way up the floor into the lane. Bounce pass to the baseline to Briner. 12 to 15 footer, no good. Everett's the rebound for Edgerton. Now wants to push it ahead. Everett stops, fires, jumper, good. That's a 3. And it's a 6-3 start in this one for Edgerton. Grace Ripke to midcourt and across. Splits through a couple of defenders and is fouled going into the painted area. See who Max Smeltzer says this Little hip check foul is on. It'll be Elle Heward with her first. Back here on Tuesday night for boys. In fact, it's all boys games next week. Tuesday night, Stryker will be in town to face Edgerton. Thursday night, a really good matchup. Pettisville, undefeated right now, is at Bryan playing solid basketball. And then next Saturday afternoon, Stryker Montpelier in a non-conference game. And Grace Ripke is fouled on an elbow jumper. And they'll give number 2 to Heward. So 3 minutes in, she's going to have to probably take a seat, and it will be Ava Swank coming off that bench to replace her.
Which Ava started, I think, the other night against Bryan.
Yeah.
She did not start against Montpelier the game we did, but...
Grace Ripke hits the free throw, and she's like, really? 25 hours ago, I could have used that, right?
I was just thinking the same thing. Yep, she's thinking, holy moly.
Second offering is good. So 2 for 2. Grace has all 5 of the Edon points. It's a 6-5 Edgerton lead, a little more than 3 minutes in. Edgerton left to right. Swank brings it into the half court. Swank out to Farnham on the wing. Grace Ripke on her. High screen being set. There's the pick and roll. Inside it goes, and Kepler fouled on the way up. We'll get a couple of free throws. Really good execution of the pick and roll that time. And that personal will be number 1 on Jenna Ripke.
Yes, it was. That was well executed. I didn't think initially the defense looked that bad, and then it kind of broke down there as it got closer to the basket.
Kepler 41% at the line on the year. Goes 1 of 2, and the rebound to Edon. 7-5 Edgerton. 4.5 minutes left in this opening quarter. Here's Grace Ripke, spin dribble, jump stop just above the foul line, off glass, off iron, no good. Rebound Everett's, her second board of the quarter. She'll bring it herself up the far sideline. Wrap around pass down to Burke, and the leaner off glass won't go. Offensive rebound, Kepler puts it up, no good. And the board to Briner for Edon. Couple of second chance and third chance opportunities there for Edgerton, but unable to cash in.
Yeah, Edon dodged a bullet.
Grace Ripke over on the right side, picks her dribble up. Tried to slip one to Briner, who tried to slip the screen. Now she has it, goes baseline, pushes that up, man off target, no good. Kepler sweeps the glass, and outlet now to Farnham. Farnham right side of the lane. Didn't have numbers, trailing is Everett's. Good closeout by Schwartz. Now Burke post, deflected by Briner from behind, and that'll turn Edgerton over. Where are we at in turnovers?
I have Edgerton with 4 and Edon with 2.
3:40 to go in the quarter. It's still 7-5 Edgerton. Ripke to Ripke. This is Jenna on the wing. Open post cut through. Schwartz not there. Gamble now defensively by Everett. They'll give it up. Grace Ripke pulls the trigger on a 3. Off the heel, no good. Kepler the board for Edgerton.
Yeah, but that time Nevaeh should have taken it. She had the girl go past her on the steal attempt, and she didn't advance the basketball towards the hoop as she should have.
Swank high post now to Farnham. Whirls into the lane, gives it up now. Everett pulls the trigger on a 3 and knocks another one down. Maybe it's you and I in the gym for Casey.
It must be.
10-5 Edgerton, 3:07 left in the first. We'll be right back.
When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Stark's at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
3:07 mark of the first quarter. Edgerton leading Edon 10-5. Kayla Walker utilizing that first timeout, having some problems locating shooters because all 3 field goals for Edgerton behind the 3-point line. 2 of them from Casey Everett's. Top of the circle, Smith for Edon. Around on the wing to Grace Ripke. Edgerton man-to-man, Swank on her. Heward sits with 2 fouls, and now Burke will collect a foul, trying to deny Schwartz the basketball. That'll be number 1 on her. 3 team fouls on Edgerton, 2 on Edon in this opening quarter of play. Briner back in for Schwartz while we were also in that timeout. Madison Baker, a 5'7" sophomore, had come in for Edon.
Yeah, glad to see she was okay because she got smoked last night in the head, but seems to be okay.
Shuffled her feet a little bit there and traveled with the basketball. So Edgerton gets it back. They have doubled up Edon right now, 10-5. Swank across midcourt. Angling left side, turns the corner, gets down low, flips it back out. Everett wants another one and buries another one from 3. 9 on the night, all threes.
Can you say Conley? That's the Conley girl from last night is Casey tonight.
13-5 start. Now Everett gets a steal, getting into the passing lane and taking it from Baker. She's getting a heat check and left that one short. But an offensive rebound ricochets to Burke. Back to Everett, another 3. Off the rim, no, and will sail out of bounds and go Edon's way. Subbing in for the Bombers will be Addie Snyder, a 5'9" freshman. Didn't play a ton last night. We'll see how many minutes she gets tonight. Edgerton up 8 as we drop under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. 13-5 Dogs. Grace Ripke splits through a double team, drives, kicks Jenna Ripke now along the baseline. And with an arm bar, Dan Carnahan says that'll be number 1 on Olivia Farnham.
Yeah, nice job there by Jenna. Kind of giving a little bit of a ball fake and taking it right to the baseline and just beat Olivia Farnham there.
2-3 on the inbounds here for Edgerton. In the lane, though, it goes, and Briner off glass, no good. Had her hands on an offensive rebound and then kind of fumbled it away out of bounds, so goes back to Edgerton.
Yeah, they need to get somebody going here. Because right now it's just one field goal.
13-5, 1:40 to go in the first. All Edgerton right now. Farnham, far side, a little bit wide of Kepler and out of bounds. Turnover Edgerton.
And that has to be wide because she has a wide stretch.
Good length.
Yes, she does. It's amazing to me. I think girls today, well, kids in general today, their arm spans seem to be longer than back in the day.
Here's Nevaeh Smith on the wing right side. Gets a screen from Briner. Smith gets in the lane with a left hand. Too strong off glass. Kepler, a strong rebound in traffic, gives to Farnham. Farnham up the near sideline. Little hesitation dribble. Now spins, gives to Swank.
Oh.
She'll step into a 3. No good. Rebound. There were 2 Bombers going for it. And now I think Burke on a knockdown screen of Briner will get the foul, and that'll be her second. So Heward and Burke now with 2 fouls, and that's the 5th foul, by the way. So Edon will be going to the foul line. Briner getting 2 free throws. And again, Edon shot him well last night, 7 of 11. Addison Briner, the most trips to the foul line last night for Edon. Can't get that one the first time. She 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She was 5 of 7 at the foul line last night, part of her team high 19.
Yeah, they could use her to get a little bit hot here.
Second one, no good. Giselle Romero couldn't get the box out on Briner, who went and chased it down, found Grace Ripke for a triple, no. Smith, another offensive chance. Now an elbow jumper for Grace Ripke, and she banks it in. All 7 Edon points belong to Grace Ripke, and they get their second made field goal of the quarter. 13-7 now the score. Here's Swank, driving kick to Romero. Back to Ava Swank on the baseline. And tried to hook and did hook her defender, but dribbled it off her knee and out of bounds over to Edon.
I have that for their 6th turnover. Edon with 4.
21 a night for Edgerton coming in, 26 a night for Edon coming in as far as turnovers were concerned. Good varsity, really good varsity teams are in that 10 range, 10 to 12.
Yep.
Here's Jenna Ripke, launches a 3, no. Too strong, and Briner snatches the rebound. She'll get 2 free throws, and that foul in the lane will be on Giselle Romero, her first.
And again, that's something that last night I felt like Edon did well, was go to the offensive glass.
Briner cashes in this time at the foul line for her first point of the game.
Yeah, made a little adjustment on her shot there and got that one to go.
Second one is good. 2 for 2, 2 for 4 for the game. And that lead now is 13-9. And a steal. Grace Ripke in the lane. Leaner is good. Count it and put her on the line. A determined Grace Ripke having a really good opening quarter tonight.
She is definitely having a quarter.
She can get into double figures already if she can hit this free throw.
The old-fashioned three here.
Casey Everett gets her first foul. It's a 6-0 run by Edon when they fell behind 13-11. No good on that free throw. Rebound to Farnham with 19 seconds. Plenty of time to get a quality shot away here. Farnham picked up by Grace Ripke. Bounce pass now to Swank. 10 to shoot. Now it's to Farnham at the elbow. They'll double her. Down low on a diagonal look to Kepler. No, got her own miss. Muscles it up. No good, but 2 free throws for Gretchen Kepler. That interior foul on Edon is going to go number 2 on Addison Briner. So she'll become the first Bomber to get 2 fouls.
Yeah, no, if you just block out that first time, and I know she's a big drink of water, she's a 6-footer, but you just got to put your body into her and make her come over your back.
Free throw good by Kepler. Both her points tonight have come at the free throw line. And make it now 3 for 4 at the line in the quarter. 15-11 Edgerton, 3.7 left in quarter number 1. Ball comes into Grace Ripke. Ripke gets to midcourt, and the runner off 1 foot is no good. Edon, Edgerton have played a quarter of basketball after 1. Edgerton in front, 15-11 on B-Rock Sports.
Valley is your partner for irrigation excellence. Experience the unmatched durability of Valley pivots built to withstand the test of time and ensure reliable performance season after season. Your operation deserves the best, and Valley delivers with every pass. For confidence that your pivot will deliver when it counts the most, choose Valley. For irrigation excellence, trust AG Irrigation. See what we can do for you. Stop by or call today. 419-212-2528.
Edgerton, Edon, 15-11. Edgerton in front. Their biggest lead in that opening quarter was 8, but Edon hung in, clawed their way here to within 4. As we end the quarter, 9 for Casey Everett to lead Edgerton, while Grace Ripke leads Edon also with 9 here in this game. Olivia Farnham, Edgerton's leading scorer, has been held to 3. Some numbers from that opening quarter, Coach.
Oh, let's see. We have Edon with shooting 25%, 3 of 12, 1 of 5 behind the arc for 20. The big difference is Edgerton's 4 of 8 behind the arc for 50%. That's the difference in the ball game, really. I have Edgerton with 7 turnovers and Edon with 4.
Here is Swank giving to Everett on the right side. A 3-2 look defensively now from Edon out of the quarter break. What will Edgerton do to adjust? Here's Farnham in the paint. High-low to Kepler, who muscles it up and in. Nice look by Olivia Farnham to a cutting teammate. And Gretchen Kepler with a finish.
Yeah, nice to see Kepler getting involved in the offense. Last year when we did a couple of games, I didn't think she was ever involved enough.
Here's Jenna to Grace Ripke on the wing. She'll loop it out in front now to Schwartz. Schwartz around to Briner, touches it off now to Jenna Ripke. Out on top to Schwartz. Schwartz gives to Smith. Smith on the right side of the lane now to Schwartz. Jumper on the way was a bit of a force that time.
Yep.
And then a foul is going to be called on Edon away from the basketball.
And that's Briner's 3rd.
So a roll of the dice by Kayla Walker that time to keep her in. Will pick up the 3rd and probably end her first half.
I would guess.
Coming in for her is Addie Snyder. Some box pressure. Nope, 1-2-1-1 pressure from Edon now. Going to try to challenge the Edgerton guards. It's thrown over the top, not much on it. Smith reacts and gets the steal. Bounce pass through the lane, and Grace Ripke was going to her move that time. Suzanne without the basketball.
Yeah, you said it. She had made the move, but she forgot something, and that was the ball. But a really nice read there by Nevaeh Smith to pick that one off.
So the turnover gives it back to Edgerton. They do a better job with pressure this time. Farnham into the lane, surrounded by Bombers. Now finds Kepler. Baseline jumper good for 3. And have a opening half, Gretchen Kepler, with 8.
Well, have an opening half from the 3-point line.
That's 5 threes now for Edgerton from downtown. They have 1 2-point field goal, and they've rebuilt that lead. Now it's the largest of the night at 20-11 right now. Jenna Ripke around to Amanda Schwartz. 6.5 to go first half. To Grace Ripke. Her straight-on look at 3, no good. Nobody boxed out Snyder, who went up and in one motion laid it home.
Yeah, really nice right there. You're right. She's one motion on that one.
And there was absolutely no checkout from anybody from Edgerton that time. Farnham, top side, gives to Swank. Remember, Heward and Burke with 2 fouls each for Edgerton. 3 personals on Addison Briner for Edon. Here's Swank to the baseline to Kepler. Out on top, too tall for Casey Everetts, and it will sail out of bounds and come back to Edon.
Yeah, just like you said, just sailed that one. See what Edon does with the possession.
Near side, sideline inbounds. Schwartz to Grace Ripke. Picked up by Swank. Edgerton back to man. They've been mostly man. We've seen a little 2-3 on out-of-bounds plays, and that post-entry pass for Smith, unable to make the connection, will go out of bounds, and a giveaway for Edon back to Edgerton.
Yeah, tough angle. That's a tough catch at that angle. Just
Maybe
have to
get a
bring that
better
ball
angle
down.
to get a bounce pass?
Yes, would agree. You've got to get a little better angle. I've never been a big fan of the lob. I just think it's one of those tough pass to make. And many times a really tough pass to catch.
Left to right come the Bulldogs. Romero spots. She'll take a three. Not going to go. Board to Smith. Shovels it off now to Grace Ripke. Ripke with her head up, pushing it ahead now. Gives it up now on the wing. Schwartz, 15-footer. No good. And then will flip off the iron and over the backboard. So that means it's Edgerton possession.
Yeah, it might have been a quick shot. I mean, she was open, so it was a good shot, but would have been a possession where you really needed a bucket.
Here comes Ava Swank for the Bulldogs to the right point. Bounce pass left point to Everetts. Back now to Swank. 20-13 Edgerton, coming down on 5 minutes to play in the first half. Now it's Farnham. Right point, jump shot on the way. Nothing but nylon. That one little extra step back, just a step, created and carved out enough space to get that shot off over a closeout by Grace Ripke.
And that's that move that
Smith air ball on the long two. Rebound put back Schwartz. No. Rebound Snyder tries to hand it to Schwartz. She can't dig it out. Good job by Swank to get on the floor and grab it. Yeah. And now Swank will bring it up. That's that move you were going to say what?
Well, just that it's that sketchy one. It's borderline travel because they're creating that space. And I'd hate when defenders have good position and then the space is created. It's that same thing as the Euro step. I think it penalizes, to me, it penalizes the defense.
Turnaround down on the block is good by Gretchen Kepler, and Kayla Walker needs another timeout as this Edgerton lead swells to a dozen.
This is the best I've seen the Kepler girl play. She's doing a nice job.
25-13 Edgerton. Will be back.
Good luck tonight to all the area athletes. Hard quality work means a lot to an athlete and to everyone at Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer. Peltz is in the business of working hard for you. Whether you need something as simple as a 2x4 or all the materials for your new home or pole barn, Peltz Lumber has what you need and will deliver it to you in a timely fashion. Hard work and quality materials is what you'll find at Peltz, and hard work on the field and in practices are what makes these area teams great. Good luck tonight from Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer, building for a new generation.
4:17 left in the first half, and 25-13 Edgerton, and clicking now offensively.
They just are clicking. I mean, they're 4 or 5 this quarter, and I don't think Edon's playing poor defense. I think Edgerton's really shooting the basketball well. Like I said, mentioned right before we went off, this Kepler girls looks really strong tonight.
Yep, I would agree. It's Farnham. What's that? I sure am. Yeah. Welcome back here to Edon. It'll be Bomber basketball. It'll be walked up out by Smith. It doesn't appear to be work, but we are working, right? Inside, Grace Ripke off glass, no good. Rebound to Gretchen Kepler, who's into double figures with 10. Now coming the other way, Farnham. Farnham, the wing, brings it back to Romero. Now to Everetts. 3 threes for her for 9. A 3 from the corner pocket from Farnham. No good. Flips over the top, though. Kepler battles on the weak side with Baker from Edon. It'll be a tie-up, and Edon owns the possession arrow. For Edon, it is Ripke, Smith, Baker, and Schwartz. Edgerton has Kepler, Romero, Swank, Farnham, and Everetts. And now
I don't know if it's blood. I'm not sure what.
Addie Snyder for Grace Ripke. Or she took some, I don't know if you write, is
contact
it
to
blood?
the nose. I think she has a nosebleed.
So it'll be brought up the floor now. Smith will have to move to the point. Edon, that's one of their issues this year. They do not have what you would, I guess, classify as a true point guard. A couple of misses from Smith on the interior. The rebound to Edgerton. They have to save it from going out of bounds. They do so successfully, and now Swank will bring it up. Good job by the bench tonight, too, for Edgerton, because they have a couple of kids in foul trouble, so other kids have also played well. May not show up in scoring, but other roles. Another three from Casey Everett. That one no good. Rebound. Edon saves it, but to Kepler's hands. And then her skip pass is Jenna Ripke intercepting it, but momentum took her and the ball out of bounds. So with all of that, it's back to Edgerton.
I was going to say, after all of that, still Edgerton ball.
End of one in boys basketball. Crestview 7 and Wayne Trace 4. Backdoor on an out-of-bounds play. Farnham off glass, no good. And the rebound to Snyder for Edon. Under 3 to go in the half. 25-13 Edgerton. Down low to Schwartz on the baseline. Pinned down there by Everett, so she tries to rotate it out in front. Ball hits the deck. Bodies hit the deck. Ball ends up now in Everett's hands. She'll hand to Swank, and Swank will jog it up. Swank on the left side of the lane. Lost the handle, but Kepler there to grab it. Now it's Farnham. Farnham going left against this zone into the corner to Swank. Swank dribble penetration. The runner thrown up off glass, no good. Jenna Ripke yanks down the rebound for Edon. Outlet pass now to Smith. Smith jump stop. Wing jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, though. Addie Snyder puts it up and in. 25-15 Edgerton. 2 and change to play in the half.
She has saved him this quarter. She's the only person to score this quarter.
Farnham high-low, and Kepler not quite ready to handle the catch and lost it out of bounds.
I do like that look, though. I do like that look. Of course, I'm old school, but I like to see that high-low action. And in particular with your two bigs like that.
It'll be brought in now to Nevaeh Smith. Edon down 10, hoping for a late push. Grace Ripke is back in. Now over to Madison Baker. Baker gives to Grace Ripke all the way through the lane on the right side. No. Offensive board. Did they get Nevaeh Smith on the back? They did.
Must have. Okay.
And that'll be her first foul. Remember, Briner has 3 for Edon, and again, Heward and Burke have 2 each for Edgerton.
Yeah, just one of those situations right here where Edon's getting good shots. They just are not going.
They'll be walked up by Farnham now. 25-15 Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill & Lowe scoreboard. Farnham with Grace Ripke coming out on her. Circling left, down low, they get it to Kepler. Turnaround, stripped and fouled on the way up. Foul will be on Grace Ripke, her first.
Thought it was on Grace when she brought that ball down.
And now to the line.
Another thing they don't call very often, again, I'm showing my age, is the carry. When there's that hesitation with your hand and you're able to get an extra step because you're basically carrying the ball.
Second free throw is good. Splitting the pair, Gretchen Kepler. 11 now on the night.
She is having a night.
26-15 Edgerton. Nevaeh Smith on the baseline gives it up now to Grace Ripke, a step below the foul line to Jenna Ripke on the wing right side. Ripke pushed and fouled. It's on the floor.
I thought that was good defense. I just thought the ball came off of the...
Jade Saul, who had just reported in, and now Caitlin Burke will come back with a minute 17 and a couple of fouls.
You're up 11. I'm not sure about this move.
They're going to go 2-3 on the inbounds. Grace Ripke loops it into Jenna Ripke, now out to Nevaeh Smith. Smith over to the left side. Grace Ripke, wing jumper, good from 15. She has been terrific tonight.
She has. Yes, she has been a nice spark.
11
offensive end and doing a nice job defensively. She's one of those girls with that long wingspan.
26-17 Dogs. Under a minute to play, first half. Going left with it, the runner Farnham, partially blocked by Grace Ripke, but Grace Ripke the last to touch it as it trickles out of bounds. So, Farnham.
Yeah, good defensive position there, but just couldn't collect after the block.
They bring it into Burke, around the horn to Farnham. Catch and shoot 3 on the wing. Got it. That'll be 9 for Olivia Farnham now as another 3 goes through. They have 7 threes in this first half. for the 29-17 lead. Nobody turned Grace Ripke. The help came late, and Ripke lays it in. 29-19.
Coach Collier's not going to be happy about that because there was absolutely no help.
20 seconds left. See if Edgerton holds for one. Farnham topside with it. Dribble drive right. Comes back to the middle of the floor. Deflected away by Jenna Ripke, and they'll force the turnover. Jenna Ripke to Grace, coming on a 2-on-1. Layup, no. Saul battles for the rebound with Baker of Edon. We're going to get a foul called and come the other way with 5 seconds to go in this first half. The foul will be on Madison Baker of Edon, her first of the evening. So 5 seconds. Nobody, that's not foul limit yet. That was the fourth foul. Inbounds comes to Farnham with 3, with 2. Up the floor, Kepler couldn't bring it in and goes out of bounds with 0.9 to play in the first half. It's touched in. Quick throw by Nevaeh Smith, no good. And that will wrap up our first half of basketball between Edgerton and Edon. A couple of teams hunting that second win. They come in at 1-6, and it's a 29-19 Edgerton lead as we go to the Main Stops halftime show after this.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. See Danielle Van Atta of Danielle Van Atta Agency today. She can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you, with no costly gaps or overlaps. Interested? Phone Danielle Van Atta today at 419-636-0408.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
U-Store Storage in Bryan has 44 new 10x20 storage units available on Edgerton Street in Bryan. With 24-hour access and well-lit facilities, U-Store Storage has a unit just for you. Residential and commercial warehouse space is also available. Looking for a storage unit in the Stryker area? Stryker Mini Storage on Industrial Drive has units as well. For all your storage needs, give U-Store Storage or Stryker Mini Storage a call at 419-636-2545. Downtown Bryan, Ohio has become quite the shopping destination in the past few years, thanks in part to Elian's Boutique, the Maddox Men's Emporium, and Faith and Grace Baby Boutique. These incredible stores offer something for everyone, featuring men's and women's apparel, newborn and kids apparel, maternity wear, specialty foods and drinks, barware, jewelry and accessories, giftable items, and much, much more. They're located on the east side of the square in downtown Bryan and open weekdays 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 3. So come to downtown Bryan, Ohio and visit the Elian's family of stores for all your shopping needs.
Welcome back to Edgerton, 29-19, Edgerton leading Edon. Our halftime show brought to you by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Boys matchup tonight, Montpelier playing at North Central. That game tied at 12 in the first half of play there in Pioneer. Let's take a look at some numbers from this first half of our game. That's 14-12 now officially, end of 1 in that game. Montpelier is in front. So, numbers from the first half. Grace Ripke for Edon, 13 to lead all scorers. Addie Snyder with 4. Addison Briner has 2. For Edgerton, they have 3 in the books. Gretchen Kepler with 11. Olivia Farnham with 9. Casey Everett's with 9. And they're 9 for both those kids on 3 threes in the first half. Foul shots, pretty close. Edgerton was 4 of 6. Edon 4 of 7 shooting free throws in that first half. Your statistics.
Alrighty, for the Edon Lady Blue Bombers, I have them right now 7 of 27 for 26%. They're only 1 of 7 behind the arc for 14%. They so far have committed 8 turnovers. They have 9 offensive boards, 7 defensive for a total of 16. For the Lady Dogs of Edgerton, I have them currently 9 of 24 for 38%, and they are a 7 of 14 for 50% behind the arc. So they are smoking behind the arc. 12 turnovers thus far on the evening. They have 5 offensive, 8 defensive for a total of 13 rebounds.
And if you're Kayla Walker, you have to be thinking they cannot possibly keep shooting that well from behind the three-point line. They have to cool off at some point in time, right?
That's what I would be thinking.
It's a law of averages.
It is a law of averages. You can't keep shooting. I mean, who shoots 50% from behind arc? Even your best shooting teams, can't keep that up.
Bryan Defiance, a game you can hear over on our sister station, Q96.5. That just getting underway. We're at the intermission of our game. 29-19, Edgerton leads Edon. Our Main Stops halftime show continues, and we'll talk adjustments when we come back.
Valley is your partner for irrigation excellence. Experience the unmatched durability of Valley pivots built to withstand the test of time and ensure reliable performance season after season. Your operation deserves the best, and Valley delivers with every pass. For confidence that your pivot will deliver when it counts the most, choose Valley. For irrigation excellence, trust AG Irrigation. See what we can do for you. Stop by or call today. 419-212-2528.
Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, wants to say good luck to the Edon Bombers in tonight's athletic contest. Precise Metal Form is a proud supporter of Edon Bomber athletics, both boys and girls sports. Precise Metal Form in Bryan, saluting the athletes on all of their hard work and wishing them the best of luck in this athletic contest. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, saying go Bombers in this game.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
Michael Jordan once said, some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen. The Edgerton Bulldogs want it, wish for it, and make it happen. The Edgerton Athletic Boosters want to thank all of the Edgerton athletes for their hard work and dedication and want to wish the athletes and coaches good luck. So from the Edgerton Athletic Boosters, go get 'em Bulldogs. We're behind you all of the way. Good luck to all the Edgerton athletes.
9-2 start in the second quarter for Montpelier in boys basketball. They now lead North Central 23-14. Here it's 29-19. Edgerton leads Edon. Let's talk Kayla Walker and Edon adjustments right now in the locker room.
Well, I thought they did a nice job in the first half going to the glass offensively. We've talked about, when you struggle to score, you try to go for those cheap beats, as I always call them, but the stick backs, but they didn't stick them back. They got 9 offensive boards, and they had their chances, yes, but they didn't. So, again, she just tells them you got to keep shooting them and you got to keep going to the glass. And they just have to hope, as you mentioned earlier, that Edgerton cools down from the three-point arc.
Did you think they did an okay job defending the perimeter, or do they really have to clean that up a lot? What were your thoughts on Edgerton making threes, and how many do you remember, let's say, that were uncontested?
There were probably 3 of those that were uncontested because they came off of inbounds plays or set plays where you have to be able to read that that's going to be where they're going to go with the basketball. But for the most part, I thought they were contested. I thought Edgerton just shot lights out.
All right. How about Marchetta right now? What's the kill shot right now for them to finish Edon up 10 as we begin the second half?
Just keep on doing what you were doing and maybe up your pressure a little bit, maybe get some steals right up. Get started here in the third quarter with maybe some steals to take a little more wind out of the sails of Edon. And then, Marchetta's obviously hoping they continue that hot shooting.
Our halftime show brought to you each and every game night by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Always open when you need them. And, of course, get involved with Thirsty Thursdays, where you get 79-cent drinks at the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. 29-19, Edgerton leads Edon. We will start the second half when we come back to Edgerton in just a moment.
Are you looking for a mechanic that really knows how to repair both foreign and domestic vehicles? Let me recommend Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions. Dave has spent the last 25 years diagnosing and repairing all makes and models of vehicles in Northwest Ohio. And he's now teamed up with Jason Dietz on State Route 6 just east of Edgerton. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem that your last mechanic couldn't, think of Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions.
Always supporting student athletes and coaches in the Edon School District, the Edon Athletic Boosters. The Edon Athletic Boosters would like to take this opportunity to salute the student athletes and coaches in tonight's game. Hey, how would you like to be a part of the Edon Athletic Boosters? Come to a meeting and find out what they're all about. Maybe even volunteer at a concession stand. For more information, phone 419-272-3213. The Edon Athletic Boosters, supporting student athletes and coaches in Edon.
Getting ready to start the second half here from Babe Shout Court in Edgerton. 29-19, Edgerton in front of Edon. We'll be back here to start a triple header week on Tuesday night. An all Williams County matchup that night as well. Stryker at Edgerton in boys basketball Tuesday night. Thursday night it'll be Pettisville at Bryan in boys basketball. And then Saturday afternoon it's Montpelier hosting Stryker in a non-conference game. That's a 1 o'clock boys JV tip time. So on the air about 2:15 or so. Heward back in with her 2 fouls. Remember, she sat basically the entire first half. Over to the right side to Casey Everett on a jump shot, no good. Rebound, though, offensively by Gretchen Kepler, and out now to Farnham. Farnham got caught in the air and then found Everett alone for another 3, her 4th of the game.
By that time, she was way open. No defense on her whatsoever.
32-19, Edgerton enjoying their biggest lead of the game here early in the third quarter. Top side, Snyder starts the second half. Remember, 3 fouls for Addison Briner, who is out there. They're going to go with a little bigger lineup here in terms of some size and height out there. And that pass by Ripke is intercepted by Everett. It's going to lead to her first 2 of the game on a run-out lay-in. And Edgerton has the first 5 in the first 50 seconds.
Yeah, that's exactly what Coach Collier wanted, not what Coach Walker wanted.
34-19 Edgerton. Grace Ripke trying to pick up where she left off from the first half, but airballs that foul line jumper. It'll be out of bounds to Edgerton.
So yeah, right now, nice start coming out of the locker room for Edgerton. Not so nice for Edon.
Here's Heward picking up her dribble. Far side now to Farnham. Still in the backcourt. Now we'll cross into the half-court offense. Spin move by Farnham. Out between the circles. Farnham with a basketball. Lob to the post to Kepler. Inside, back out now to Farnham.
She didn't even look.
Back inside to Kepler. Turns, faces, fires, banks it home. Gretchen Kepler.
By far the best game I've seen this young lady play.
13. Active. Playing with lots of energy and executing as well. Briner off the...
Whoa,
somehow that was off glass from the baseline. You don't see that very often.
Not very often at all.
But it goes, and she'll take it. And it's 6 for her, and it's 36-21. I'm sorry, I gave that to Addie Snyder. That's 4 for her.
Yeah, Edon will take them any way they can get them.
Turn around in the lane. Kepler too strong. Rebound put back. Burke won't go. And on the weak side, a rebound to Snyder. And now it'll come up the floor. Smith, quick snap inside. No good for Briner. Got her own miss. Can't get that one to go. And the rebound to Kepler.
Yeah, just what we talked about. You're getting those opportunities. You've got to make those.
And now Farnham out to Everett. Rattles in another one. 5 threes for her. 17 to lead all scorers.
They kept her hand over top of a candle wick. They got her.
I'm telling you, it's BNO. She shot well against Bryan.
She's going to pay us to come.
39-21. At the foul line, Snyder in no good. Rebound put back up and in, though, by Addison Briner from point-blank range. She has 6 now, and it's 39-23. Edon changing to a little three-quarter court pressure here. Here's Farnham bringing it ahead. Gives it up now to Kepler. Skip pass over to Heward. Baseline jumper on a closeout. A foul on Nevaeh Smith, her second. And Elle Heward will go to the line to shoot 2. In a 39-23 game, 4:54 left. in this third quarter. Montpelier's added to that lead. They have 28, and the freshman, C.J. Fiddler, going back to North Central. Remember, Dad coached there, and he played there, and now they're all at Montpelier. Fiddlers are there, Smeltzers are there, Houks are there. It's a lot of crossing. C.J. not letting it phase him. 19 of Montpelier's 28 going back to Pioneer.
Mackerel, and he's a freshman.
Yep. I've told his dad this, that free throw, he's one of my favorite players, his dad, Chris, because he did everything, and he did it quietly.
Yes,
he just went about his business.
Yep, I remember him.
And then he'd rip your heart out.
Yes, he would.
Quietly would just rip your heart out.
Yep.
And not just with scoring, because he's up on the 1,000-point list, turnover Edon, but he would do it by
all facets.
Distributing, facilitating. And officially that score is 29-18, Montpelier leading North Central.
Yeah, wow, that's 19.
40-23, our score here. Edgerton in front. 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Middle of the floor, Farnham now tosses it ahead. It ricochets into Swank's hands. Swank on the wing. Now we'll rotate it around. Edon has gone to a sub. That is Kaylin Bartlett that is in, by the way. She's number 3, Coach H.
Oh, gotcha.
A.V. Hamrick, if she does get in, she's 23, but hasn't gotten in yet. Foul is going to be called. I think they just got Bartlett on the foul, her first.
They did.
Nearing the midway mark of this third quarter, Edgerton has fully grabbed control of this thing, up 40-23, but a long way to go. Away from the basketball, it's going to be an offensive foul called on Casey Everett, I believe, on a moving screen.
Yep.
That'll be number 2 on her. Nobody in foul trouble right now for Edgerton. Briner has done, we need to make mention of this, done a nice job playing with 3 fouls here in the third quarter. Now it'll be Grace Ripke who will bring it up. Ripke across midcourt, Edon moving left to right. Jump pass it onto the baseline. Briner's leaner, no, and a foul.
I was going to say, that one.
We'll put Briner on the line. The foul is Olivia Farnham's second.
That was a nice job there. Kind of received it, a little bit of hesitation, and then took off.
Briner 2 for 4 at the foul line tonight. Drills the first one. She's made her last 3.
Yeah, after her first 2, she's made an adjustment. It's a lot softer.
Second one is airborne and too hard. Rebound Everett.
It is a jinx. You say it's not, but I'm telling you.
I don't buy it. Never have. We control nothing. It just happens coincidentally sometimes.
Okay.
Here's Swank between the circles.
But you know, NCIS, Gibbs doesn't believe in coincidences.
And an offensive foul on Burke.
How's that?
For her third. Said she used the off arm to maybe get a little extra space.
A little space on that, little too aggressive going up. Bartlett
will leave for Edon, replaced by Jenna Ripke. Touches it right back to Grace Ripke. 40-24 Edgerton, 3.5 to play here in this third quarter. After one, Defiance leading Bryan 12-11 in boys basketball. Over to the right side with it, it's Schwartz. Schwartz puts it on the deck, split through a double team. Ball not free, loose ball. Farnham tried to save. Grace Ripke on the deck. Burke is down there. Possession arrow will stay with Edon. By the way, a great win. I want to talk about Bryan real quick. They had a little, kind of a minor, and you go through a long season, you're going to have some issues. They have a new teammate, Kingston Cito, adjusting to things, and something went down where Kingston sat, and they sat him for the whole first quarter against Stryker. Everybody responded, and as a coach, you got to love that. A 3 by Ripke, no good. The putback, Schwartz, no good. And now on the glass, a foul on Addie Snyder over the back. But Kingston came in. He cheered his teammates on in the first quarter, visibly came in, and he did his thing. Everybody else did their thing and contributed. And if you're Jacob Parker, a young coach in his first season, you had to love what happened there.
Yeah, definitely.
So
that's good to hear.
They're just kind of Jekyll and Hyde right now. They win one, lose one through their first 4 games of the year. Defiance came in at 3-0, and a little bit of an ugly 3-0, but still, they won them. Be interested to watch that score. Inside Burke, blocked by Briner, and it goes out of bounds off Briner with 2:47 left in the third quarter. Edgerton up over Edon 40-24 here on our Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. It'll be Swank bouncing it in on the right side to Everett. Everett's pick and roll is what she thought was happening, but Swank didn't. And don't guess. Always make sure they're there. turned back over. Foul line jumper. Snyder knocks it down. And Addie Snyder has 6 points tonight off the bench for Edon.
Yeah, she's quietly doing a nice job tonight for the Bombers.
Knocked away by Grace Ripke as it crossed the timeline. Both these teams next in action, not against each other, but in the 49 Classic, which will be here at Edgerton this year.
Okay.
Edgerton will be playing Antwerp, and so that means Edon gets Hicksville. That's what we said. We could see round 2 less than a week from now, maybe. Inside it goes. Farnham with some body contact with her and Jenna Ripke. And the foul on Jenna Ripke, just number 2 on her. 4 fouls on Edon, 3 on Edgerton here in this third quarter. 2 minutes left in it here on WBNO FM in Bryan.
Yeah, I like how Edgerton, I know they've hit the threes, but I like also how they're really concentrating on getting the ball inside more tonight.
They haven't completely fallen in love with the three-point line.
No. They've still stayed balanced.
Long range 3 from Farnham, no good. Rebound Snyder. Outlet now to Jenna Ripke. Pushing it up the floor. Hands it now to Grace Ripke. It's such an integral part of our offenses now, the three-point line. Came in back in the late 80s, and it's kind of like, as Edon turns it over, it's kind of like if you don't integrate it in your offense and you don't have shooters, you're way behind. It's like if you're not competing in the NIL or the porthole, I know it's apples and oranges, but you fall behind, and you better be, I'm not saying you have to shoot 30 a night. Here's Kepler stroking a 3. That rattled around, no good. Chinning the rebound that time is Snyder for Edon with 90 seconds to play in the third. 40-26, Edgerton. Pull-up jumper, Grace Ripke, no good. Farnham has the rebound. Brings it herself now. Into the lane she was going, and a timeout, Marchetta Carrier, as she was dribble driving with it. 1:19 to go in the third. Edgerton up 40-26.
This holiday season, the best deals are waiting for you at Direct Link Appliance and Furniture in Bryan. Get an over-the-range microwave for just $99. A sleek 36-inch French door refrigerator with 2 ice makers for only $16.99. Or a gas dryer for just $249. Plus, save 10% on our floor model Ashley furniture and find amazing deals on mattresses for the perfect night's sleep. With flexible financing options, we make shopping easy. And we deliver, install, and even haul away the old for a fee. Direct Link Appliance and Furniture in Bryan. Your home for holiday savings and service. Shop smart, shop local, visit Direct Link today.
Couple of boys basketball halftime scores. An old GMC game. Tenora hammering Holgate 31-14. And at the half, that Montpelier North Central game's gone there. 33-21. Montpelier leading North Central. Fiddler leading the way with 20 at the break.
That young man can play. Is it a combination inside-outside with him, or is he...
Mostly outside right now.
Outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do have Montpelier has Wesley Hartsock, a young man that Edgerton fans can attest to, played extremely well in their win over Edgerton on Tuesday. He's become a legit second option. And Kenneth Smeltzer can score as well, but he's more of that glue kid. Here's Kepler in the lane, fouled. No shot. It's on the floor. It's on Schwartz, her first of the game. But it was the 5th foul. Gretchen's got to stop going to the line. I am running out of
room for her
on her individual free throws here. Missed on the free throw attempt there. 1:16 to play here in this third quarter. 40-26 Edgerton. Second one is good. And that'll make it 41-26 Edgerton. Stryker in action tonight against Swanton in boys basketball. 22-21. Stryker leads Swanton at the break. We had a whistle, and
I don't know what the call
was. It wasn't
is.
a foul.
No.
And it's still Edon ball.
I don't get what he called.
Was he stop and play because of nobody adjusted in equipment?
I don't know what that was, in all honesty. Inadvertent whistle, what I would guess, but I don't know.
Either way, it's Edon basketball still. Now we do have a foul, and it is a hold. And it's going to go on Olivia Farnham, and that'll be her third. She'll join Caitlin Burke with 3 personals here with 1:04 left in the third quarter.
Well, then I would try to take the basketball right back at her.
Inbounds to Grace Ripke. On the wing now to Jenna Ripke. Drives, kicks back to Grace Ripke. Around it comes for Schwartz, deflected away by Heward and out of bounds. Edon maintains possession with 56 seconds to play in the third quarter. 41-26 Edgerton. Jenna Ripke into Grace Ripke. Back to Ripke on the wing. Jenna's three on the wing. Off the back of the iron. No. Put back, though, is good by Addison Briner. Crashing the glass. And suddenly she's near double figures with 9. 40 seconds left in this third quarter. 41-28 Edgerton. High post Farnham. Backing left of the lane. Now spins. Turns baseline. No. And the loose ball rebound poked by Heward, but right into Grace Ripke's hands, who will now bring it up with 25 seconds to play in the third. Edgerton, no fouls to give. Jumper on the baseline. Briner rattles around, no good. Rebound tapped into the backcourt. I think Heward deflected that. I'm not 100% certain. They say no, though. They say it's Edgerton ball. I thought Heward deflected it, but again, I didn't say that emphatically.
I had my head down making a notation for a shot, and I didn't see it.
No argument from Edon's bench, so either she didn't see it either or they got it right. 12 to shoot. Here's Heward. Edgerton up 13. They want 1. 7 on the clock. Somebody better flash out here soon. Now it's Farnham coming to get it. 3, 2. Baseline, the runner. She pinned herself a little bit too far on that take. And Edon defensively kind of ushered her that way. 41-28. Edgerton leads Edon. Fourth quarter when we come back.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
See Black Swamp Equipment in Bryan, Archbold, and Defiance.
Hi, this is Russ Davies with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. Community means caring for the people we call neighbors and the places we call home. For the past 100 years, Andrews O'Neill & Lowe has been proud to do just that. In partnership with Central Insurance, we're honored by your trust in us to protect your family, assets, business, and everything that matters most to you. Thanks for being a part of our story. We've provided you peace of mind over the past century and look forward to doing the same for the next 100 years. Learn more at AndrewsO'Neill&Lowe.com.
Fourth quarter underway, 41-28, Edgerton lead. Edgerton basketball, Edon man-to-man. Swank over to Heward now. Left foul line extended. Comes out on top on the dribble, now gets into the lane. Nobody turned her, nobody helped, and Heward lays it in and makes them pay.
Yeah, it's poor defense there. No help, no turn, everything you said they didn't do.
The only thing missing was somebody saying Olay. 43-28 Edgerton. Sliding down to grab it is Snyder. This is a long 2 from the baseline, no good. Rebound offensively, Jenna Ripke fouled on the way up. Jenna, who had 9 last night, has not scored tonight, will earn a trip to the foul line here.
Yeah, hopefully she can get one here, because you're right, she added to it last night. That tonight she's over.
And drills that first free throw to get into the scoring column here this evening. 43-29, Edgerton just underway here in the fourth quarter. Second one, too strong. Everett's the rebound for Edgerton. Out of Farnham, up the sideline, and out of bounds off of Farnham.
I think he pointed to Edon.
He did. So Edon possession on the sideline. Burke and Farnham begin the quarter with 3 fouls for Edgerton, 3 on Addison Briner. So that's where they try to go with the inbounds pass. It's deflected away and then tied up by Kepler and Briner, and the possession arrow remains with Edon.
Yeah, that pass was risky to begin with. There were a couple of white jerseys in that way.
Here's Jenna Ripke into Grace near midcourt in the half court. Everett's right there on her. Spin dribble around to the left side and a hold on Casey Everett. That'll be her third. 2 fouls now on Edgerton here in the fourth quarter. Edon to toss it in from the baseline.
Yeah, she was kind of tagging her on that.
Denied away that time and stolen away by Everett. Really good defense that time.
Really good. That was classic defense right there. That was just how you teach it.
Knocked away then by Edon out of bounds. So Edgerton maintaining it now. It's into Heward. 43-29 Edgerton, a minute in. And now the takeaway by Briner. Briner one-on-one the other way. Swank forces the jump stop, and then the leaner and a foul from behind. End of one in boys hoops. Archibald 22, Ayersville 4. My guess would be Sonny Phillips is back for Archibald. Didn't play in this game against Edon, or against Edgerton, I should say. That is Elle Heward getting her third. So Heward, Burke, Farnham, and Everett. And right now, all of the 13-point cushion is a positive thing here for Edgerton because they're starting to get into a little foul difficulty. Second one, no good. Offensive rebound, though, Smith. Smith to the foul line to Briner, and it rolls in.
She didn't want just one. She wanted two.
And the lead is down to 11. 43-32 Edgerton. Farnham had it knocked away by Grace Ripke and knocked out of bounds. A lot of basketball left. 6:42 to play.
Yeah, Edon continues that defensive pressure and can get some more takeaways and conversions.
Everett gets it out in front to Swank. Swank into the lane. Coming over to get help side is Grace Ripke, and then it bounces out of bounds off of her block shot. So Edgerton will keep it.
What is she listed at, Grace? Grace, well, she's listed at 5'9". She's got a long reach.
That
she
roster,
blocks a lot of shots.
The roster is listed anywhere from 5'6", basically all 5'9" for the most part, as far as just the varsity. A blocking foul on Edon. That'll go on Addison Briner, and that'll be her fourth.
I'd probably take her out here just for a stint because she tends to get her fouls in clumps.
Here comes Swank trying to find a teammate. Rotates it out in front. Tough catch, but one made by Kepler, who gives it now, and too aggressive that time was Grace Ripke, leaning on Farnham. That'll be number 2 on her.
Yep, she's done a pretty nice job tonight. She's had to handle the ball offensively, and then she's drawn that assignment of Farnham.
Not into double. She's kept Olivia out of double figures. She's at 9. Backdoor. Set play. Farnham gets it in the lane. Unable to cash in. Loose ball rebound. Tie up. It'll stay with Edgerton with 6:20 left.
Yeah, that was nice defense. It was nice move by Farnham.
And now a timeout, Edgerton. 6:20 to play. 43-32 Edgerton. We'll be right back.
Looking for everything you need for your home, farm, and furry friends? Stop by Edon Farmers Co-op, your neighborhood country store with locations in Edon, Edgerton, and Montpelier. They've got it all. Pet supplies, animal food, bird food, outdoor products, and a full line of Land O'Lakes feed and seed treatments. Need grain storage, fertilizer, or soil sampling? They've got you covered. Plus, don't forget their top-notch feed mill services. Edon Farmers Co-op, serving your community with quality and care. Stop by today. Edon Farmers Co-op, your partner in the field and at home.
Well, Marchetta Carrier taking a timeout, maybe getting everything situated. What did she specifically you think want to talk about?
I just think they kind of, there for a stretch, have lost their focus. Maybe just wanted to snap them back in.
13-point lead as the quarter began. It's at 11 now. Almost turned it over out of the timeout, but Farnham able to get it right back. Looks inside to Kepler. Had her defender pinned and lays it up and in. And again, great assist from out front by Farnham. And Kepler has made Edon pay on the interior tonight.
Yeah, she has. She's done a super job. Like I said, the best I've seen that young lady play.
45-32 Edgerton. Jump pass to the baseline to Smith. Now a give and go to Schwartz. Shot partially blocked by Kepler. And in the lane, Burke able to get the rebound. Tied up. Edon will get the basketball. 5:39 left. Addie Snyder back in place of Amanda Schwartz.
Yeah, Edon obviously needs a bucket here. They had it down to 11.
It'll be Nevaeh Smith from the baseline. Smith sends it right side to Briner. Gives it back to Smith. Ranging for 3. Way too strong. Burke the board for Edgerton. Burke gives to Swank now. Swank is picked up by Grace Ripke in the backcourt. Couple of crossover dribbles, gets it across midcourt at the volleyball line. Now Ripke, a reach, a deflection, but going across the body like that will get her third.
Yeah, my question is, when does the 5 count start? and how tight. I mean, I felt she was pretty tight to her.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be the first to admit I forget it, too. I don't. But I think she was pretty tight.
It was close.
Yeah.
3 team fouls, by the way, on both. And speaking of being
That's
up and on,
tight.
and that is up and on her.
Yeah.
Nevaeh Smith's third.
That would be a little too tight.
I mean, that's the definition of tight.
That's the definition of I'm practically in your skin.
I mean, we're in a town where there's a Catholic school, and there's the old phrase, leave some room for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. There was no room from any of those three.
No, not even one.
That's right. There's a catch and shot on the way. It's just Casey Everett's night. She was going behind the backboard and had only one option, and it went for her.
Went in. She
leads everybody with 19. One of 2 in double figures. A third is close. And now it's turned over by Edon. Here comes Farnham up the floor. 47-32. Edgerton going to the rim. Farnham no. Rebound Snyder for Edon. Hands to Jenna Ripke now. And a foul on Olivia Farnham on a little nickel and dimer in the backcourt, and that's her 4th foul.
Nickel and dimer, and I know it's frustration on her part. She's just struggled on the offensive end.
But you say that, and she's still close to double figures.
Yeah, I know. But for her,
yes, that's true. That's
struggling.
true. That's true. 4:40 left. Does Edon have enough in this? Enough juice? And now Kepler swats the shot of Briner away and out of bounds and onto the stage.
Completely clean. It was a great block, actually.
Now Marchetta going to try to steal a couple of minutes here with the 4 fouls on Farnham as Heward comes back.
I think she's pretty safe, honestly, because I think that, again, they've distributed the basketball so well tonight to others.
Jenna Ripke got her feet set for a 3 on the wing. No. Rebound Burke is swallowed and fouled as well, and that'll be Nevaeh Smith's 4th.
I thought that was a jump ball. But
Smith and Briner with 4 each for Edon. Farnham with 4 for Edgerton. And then we have a slew of players combined that have 3 fouls. Caitlin Burke has not scored. We'll shoot 2 free throws here because that was the 5th foul. We're shooting free throws for the last 4.5.
Yeah.
So Burke to the line. Not going to get the first one.
See if she makes a little adjustment here.
Second one is good. It will be a 48-32 Edgerton lead now with 4.5 left in this one. Grace Ripke handling the basketball, being met at midcourt by Swank. Ripke to the left. Ripke, little hesitation out on the wing. Pick and pop out for Snyder. And Burke crashed into her, and she'll have her 4th. And that means a stroll to the foul line here.
Well, one thing, if they get to the free throw line, you can score points with the clock stopped.
Yes. Free throw is short. Update, boys basketball, Montpelier 43, North Central 25. They are into the 3rd quarter of that one.
Getting comfortable now, I'd say.
Farnham with the 4 comes back on the floor with 4:16 to go. Second one, no good. Defensive rebound, Burke for Edgerton.
Hope
bounces
that
it out.
doesn't get ugly.
Yeah.
You know.
You hope the adults, and I think more so the adults are the adults.
Yeah, I think it's to be the adults. I'm not even talking about the kids.
You're right. Swank gets her first points of the night with that lay-in. And
wow, that was touchy, too.
A foul on Swank, just her first of the game. And back to the line we go.
Yeah,
one thing we have lacked in this game tonight, flow.
Yeah, you're right.
There has not been a terrific amount of game flow.
And what was the, I'm trying to think, the last game we did, the 4th quarter, there was absolutely no flow. Not last night's game, the one before that.
1 of 2 for
Monday night's game at this same gym.
Yep.
There was no flow.
50-33 midway through this final quarter. Swank into Burke, who was cutting and threw it behind her. And Burke tried to do what she could to reel it back in, but just couldn't.
No, that was just tough. I think it was just kind of, I don't want to say miscommunication, but she was on the move, and that pass was behind her.
50-33 Edgerton, 3:40 left. Inside it goes. Jenna Ripke gets around to the right side for a reverse layup. No. Briner, the follow. No. Briner tries again. No. Snyder tries again. No. But Snyder was fouled. And Addie Snyder will get 2 free throws. And that foul on Kepler is just her first, which is kind of a surprise. She's really been in the middle of the action.
Yeah. And the other games we've seen her play, last year in particular, she'd be in foul trouble and never could get in the flow of the game. I think Coach Walker has to be happy with what she's seen tonight from her freshman and Addie Snyder. I think she's done some nice things. We've got to work on the free throws, but
certainly earned minutes, more minutes,
yes.
Don't you think?
Yes, absolutely.
She goes 1 of 2 at the foul line.
She can score, and you're looking for scoring anywhere you can get it.
She has 7 tonight. Farnham, top of the key, loops it over to the left side to Burke. Burke to the baseline now to Kepler. Back out in front to Farnham. Dribble drive in the lane. Layup is good for Olivia Farnham, and she will become the 3rd dog into double figures now with 11.
Yeah, that time Swartz just got broken down. I mean, it wasn't even all it was a move to the right.
Jumper for 3. Banks home for Grace Ripke.
2. They called it.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Yeah,
got her foot on the line. Beg your pardon.
Nope. I just happened to see them put the 2 out.
She's had a nice night
tonight. She has had a very nice night.
16. And you know what I like about having that good night? We'll talk about it here when we get a dead ball. Not on the same page that time, Farnham and Kepler, but Edgerton maintains it. Now it's Farnham going to the right wing. Kick out now to Swank. Swank fouled on her way to the goal with 2:39 left, and she'll go to the line for 2. Going back to Grace Ripke. She was a young lady on the line, 6 seconds to go, tie game, 2 free throws, and missed them. So tonight, I don't think there's anybody on Eden's team that wanted to get out on the floor more than her right now tonight in this game, and she's really responded.
I would agree. Completely.
Free throw good by Swank. Yeah, Eden played so well last night. Anybody tuning in tonight and didn't see or hear results, that game went overtime. Eden had a double-digit lead in the first half. That was an unbeaten Hilltop team that they gave everything they wanted and more.
They did.
Here's Nevaeh Smith, glass jumper on the right side. Her first basket of the game.
And she has to score. She just has to score, and she just hasn't tonight. Hasn't really taken that many shots.
Farnham up ahead. 2:18 to go.
As a matter of fact, first shot of the second half.
And now lost the dribble, and Eden with a 2-on-2 break. Smith going to attack, go glass, and finish. 53-40 with 2 minutes left. And now a timeout to Eden. Officially 2:06 to play. 53-40 Edgerton. We'll be right back.
With an independent insurance agent, you can be sure that you're getting the right coverage at the right price. At Best Insurance and Financial Services, it's all about relationships. We work one-on-one with you to make sure your auto, home, farm, or business is protected by a quality insurance company. That's why we work with Ohio Mutual Insurance Group. We know you can trust Ohio Mutual to protect what matters most to you and your family. Once you see how Ohio Mutual cares for your needs, you'll trust them as well. Give us a call at 419-272-2888. We can recommend the best coverage from the best companies like Ohio Mutual.
Want to correct myself. Timeout goes Edgerton that time with 2:06 left and up 53-40.
Yeah, just think maybe getting a little too lax. And I know they have a comfortable lead, but you know it's never over till it's over. And she wants to keep them sharp, keep them focused, and remind them to stay focused.
Triple header next week. Starts Tuesday with another visit back to Edgerton for boys basketball. Stryker at Edgerton. Then Thursday night, Pettisville at Bryan in boys hoops. Saturday afternoon, Stryker at Montpelier. That's a non-conference game, I believe. And a foul on the inbounds. It's a 1 o'clock JV game, that Stryker-Montpelier game. And that is it for Nevaeh Smith, who will foul out and finish with 4. End of 3 in boys basketball, 45-30. Montpelier leads North Central. Swank to the line for 2 more free throws. Again, next action for both these teams will be right back in this gymnasium this coming week. Swank's free throw. Edgerton and Antwerp will play, and Eden will get Hicksville in the opening round of the 49 Classic. Second one, no good. Rebound Edon, and Schwartz gives it up to Grace Ripke. Ripke up ahead. Left side through the hands of Jenna Ripke. Briner tried to save it, but unable to get there.
Yeah, sister's going to give sister a little bit of that one.
Jade Saul.
Just took her eyes off of it. Didn't see it into her hands.
Saul is in. One of two freshmen that play pretty steady basketball, steadily here for Edgerton this season. Up ahead now, it is Swank. Bounce pass to Farnham. 1:44 left, 54-40. Edgerton with the lead. Edgerton in their delay game. It's double high post on each elbow. And a foul given will put Farnham on the line for a pair. With 1:34 left.
Yep, you got to get the clock stopped.
Edgerton, it appears, going to leave here 2-6, picking up their 2 wins this week. Monday over Bryan and here tonight. Edon will again see some positives, but the losing streak will extend now to 7 straight. If you're Edon, though, you do have a winnable game in the 49 Classic when you get the draw of Hicksville, who's got low numbers and also struggling just a bit this year. 2 for 2 for Farnham.
And it's tough. It becomes a mental block then sometimes, just like free throws. When you go through a slide shooting free throws, sometimes it just becomes all mental.
56-40, Edgerton. Schwartz on the elbow. Top of the key now to Ripke. Now it's Jenna Ripke. Baseline move on Kate. Pull-up jumper. Circles around the horn and in. That's Jenna Ripke's first made basket of the night.
You know, I want to also, though, give her some kudos because she's continued to shoot. She hasn't stopped shooting, and she's taken good shots. She just struggled to find a basket.
Here's Casey Everetts. Hands it to Kepler. Now to Farnham. Under a minute to play in this one. 3 Bombers go chase Farnham.
I'm sure they were talking to each other.
And inside, Burt gets the layup for the final nail.
Yeah, nice to see her get a bucket because she works hard and does a lot of good things. She just doesn't score much.
Grace Ripke the other way. Held with 37 seconds left. We'll get a couple of free throws. Grace Ripke tonight has 16. Buries the first one. Swank back on the floor with 37 seconds to play.
And what seems to happen with Edon as I've followed them is that they'll get one person that is kind of hot and shoots well, but they're not getting enough where they need more contribution.
Addie Snyder, that's a good point. Addie Snyder gets the foul. To the other end, Casey Everetts, who has been terrific tonight for Edgerton.
She's a quiet assassin. She plays the game quietly, but boy.
Misfires at the line. She hadn't had very many misfires tonight.
Too close.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes tonight.
She might just want to scoot all the way back to
shoot
right
them at the top of the key.
3, yeah.
Second one, no good. Briner the rebound. 30 seconds to play in this one. Maybe the last trip of the game for Edon offensively. We'll see, but maybe. Jenna Ripke, pick and roll, broken up by Burke, but into Grace Ripke's hands. Now turning, firing off glass is Addie Snyder for a deuce.
Yeah, that young lady's been a nice bright spot tonight. I think she's got the attention of the coaching staff.
Now it's Farnham up the far sideline here. Brings it over to Everetts, and now it looks like Edon is just going to maybe let it finish out here for an Edgerton home win over Edon on a Saturday night. Your final score, Edgerton 58, Edon 45. Your post-game show gets underway when we come back.
Banking local doesn't mean giving up convenience. It means gaining a partner who's right here with you every step of the way. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between great service and great features. With us, you get both. When you call, you'll speak with people who know your name and care about your goals, not just your account balance. Because here, you're not just another customer, you're family. Visit localnolimits.com to learn more today.
Get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan for their Rapid and Red event with incredible deals. Right now, get a Craftsman 9-gallon wet dry vac for only $49.99. Perfect for tackling any mess. Or buy a Craftsman V20 battery and charger starter kit and get 2 select V20 power tools for free. Select from 2-gallon wet dry vac, inflator, misting fan, or circular saw. These deals are only here for a limited time, so don't miss out. Stop by Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan today. Donaldson's Ace Hardware, the helpful place for holiday savings.
As the end of the year approaches, the AmeriMade Realty team is reflecting back on an incredibly blessed year and recognizing the continued support of our loyal clients, vendor partners, and friends. The AmeriMade Realty team expresses its sincere gratitude for those that help them continue to be one of the top real estate agencies in the Northwest Ohio area. The team says, without your trust and patronage, we couldn't do what we do to support the local community, and for that, we are grateful. We are honored to be your chosen realtors and look forward to assisting you in the future. So from the AmeriMade Realty family to you and your family, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy New Year.
Attention business owners, this is Dean Day with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. At Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, we understand the unique challenge that you face. That's why we offer comprehensive commercial insurance solutions tailored to your needs. With our trusted partner, Auto Owners Insurance, you get top-tier coverage that protects every aspect of your business, from liability to property and everything in between. Auto Owners Insurance has you covered. Trust Andrews O'Neill & Lowe to safeguard your business. Visit AndrewsO'NeillandLowe.com or call today to learn more about our commercial insurance offerings. We're here to help your business thrive.
Final score tonight, Edgerton 58, Edon 45 here in this one. Let's go through some totals on this win for the Dogs tonight. They put 3 in double figures, led by Casey Everett's 19, Gretchen Kepler 16, Olivia Farnham 13. Ava Swank scored 4, Caitlin Burke 3, and Ellie Heward 2. For Edon tonight, they had 2 in double figures, led by Grace Ripke, 17. Addison Briner scored 12. Addie Snyder, 9. Nevaeh Smith, 4. Jenna Ripke, 3. Both teams going to have to get better at the foul line. Yes. 10 of 20 for Edgerton, 10 of 19 for Edon. Now, from the field and rebounds and turnovers.
Okay, for the Edon Lady Bombers, I had them on the evening, 17 of 54 for 31%. They were just 1 of 11 behind the arc for 9%. They had 14 turnovers on the evening. I had them 19 offensive, 16 defensive for a total of 35 rebounds. For the victorious Lady Dogs of Edgerton, I had them 19 of 45 for 42%. Here was the difference in the game. They were 9 of 18 behind the arc for 50%. They had 19 turnovers on the evening, 8 offensive, 16 defensive for a total of 24.
I don't care what level you're at. I don't care if it's boys, girls, men's, women's. You shoot 9 of 18, you shoot 50%. Let's just say the percentage.
Yes.
You're winning more times than you're. Now, it's not saying it can't happen that you lose a basketball game shooting 50%, but when you do it as well, and they did it for the most part rhythm threes tonight.
Yes.
And they got it off of other stuff that they were doing.
They did. And again, I felt like there were a handful that were uncontested, but I felt like, many of them, there was some contesting to it. It wasn't like they were just wide open looks. So hats off to them for that.
What was your best one tire in service? Best play of this Edgerton win tonight here over Edon?
You know me, you can hit a million threes, and I'm never going to pick that. I picked that nice high-low action between the two bigs, Olivia Farnham to Gretchen Kepler for 2 points, and that was halfway through the first quarter. That's just me, the old-fashioned girl.
So again, both these teams will be playing their next game in this gymnasium here in the 49 Classic later this week. Edgerton will be taking on Antwerp in the late game on opening night, while Edon will get Hicksville on that opening night. And again, as we said, possibility we see that game, these two play each other again in less than a week, and then maybe even a third time down the road as you get into tournament time. Marchetta Carrier coming to join us here for a quick visit as Edgerton improves to 2-6 on the year, and Edon will drop to 1-7 on the year. So Marchetta, congratulations on the win here tonight. I think this is simple. Just find sponsors and bring BNO back. Your two of your best games, or certainly your best game, I think, was over Bryan on Monday, but you performed pretty well here tonight again. And I know Casey Everett loves seeing us. She shoots on fire when we're here.
She does, yeah. We talked about that, the other night against Liberty. She didn't get many touches, and, she's feeling it. She's shooting the ball well. We discussed giving the ball to our shooters. Kids who have the hot hand, sometimes it might not be your night, and it's somebody else's, and let them enjoy that spotlight sometimes.
9 of 18 from shooting 3 tonight, but I thought they were all, and I just said that to Coach H, rhythm threes in the concept of what there was no forced, maybe some contested, but no forced threes.
Right, I thought we for the most part, I thought most of our looks were good looks. We forced a few early on, there and here, but not from the three-point line. I thought the looks we got were good looks, and, you can't tell kids not to shoot the ball. If they have an open shot, we want it to fly, and, they did that, and, fortunately for us, half of them went down, so that was good.
I know what Suzanne loved the most, so I'll let her talk to you about that tonight as far as your offense.
Your high-low action with your two bigs, I'm really liking that a lot.
We've been stressing all year. We necessarily aren't running it the way we want to run it, but tonight, we did well with it. We've worked on it a little bit. I've told them from day one, they're going to be hard. Teams are going to have a hard time guarding us if we can get those two involved, and they've got to realize that too. And I thought Gretchen stepped up, and she had a great game tonight. She
did.
Liv did a great job finding her inside too, and the girls did too. So, the high-low, I like it too. Don't trust me. Don't think I don't. I love it too. We stress it, but it worked well for us tonight.
And you bounce back from a tough loss. Liberty Center hits a couple of free throws with under 2 seconds to go, and you would have probably rather played last night and just get that taste out of your system. You have to wait another 24 hours, but a quick turnaround, and the kids flushed it really quickly, and I think Edon and Edgerton playing each other, that'll do that for you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Edon's a good ball team. We knew coming in they weren't going to just walk in and just let us have the game. Coach Walker does a great job with their kids. She's got some athletic kids, and, we knew it was going to be a battle, but, we try to teach the kids, even as a coaching staff. I don't hang on to losses long, because guess what? You got to come back to work tomorrow, and you got to get after it, and you got to prepare for the next one. And, we're trying to teach the kids that same fact that, it's not necessarily like we forget, but you got to move on. We lost. We just got to improve on what we lost, and, do the little things to get better from the night before. And, we've been really focusing on that this year.
Antwerp in the 49. Yeah. Tell us about the Archers.
Hey, they got the Roars girl. She's putting up numbers. We definitely have to stop her driving. They got, I forget the other little girl. She's the one name. I don't remember her name.
That's okay.
She's a shooter. And they're gonna be ready to go. Coach McMichael does a great job with them, and we just have to play our game. If we can play our game, we can compete with anybody on any given night.
Fun, competitive 49 with no real, overwhelming favorite. I would say, coming in. There's no team that's rolling in here undefeated,
Exactly, yeah. And, every team's going to be ready to go, and, we have a few days to prepare for that. So, hopefully we can get the girls ready and come in, and, it's at our place, so hopefully we can take the hardware home. That's our goal.
There you go. Enjoy this one tonight, and best of luck in the 49. We'll see you again in 2025 portion of the schedule.
All right, why don't you come to a few more?
Yeah, I know.
When you're here.
I said that she's going to pay us to come.
That's
as
okay.
Well as she is.
And we'll take it. Thanks for the good game tonight. It was a really nice matchup here between Edon and Edgerton. Dogs win it 58-45. Want to thank Keith Maryland, athletic director here at Edgerton. Sorry we didn't rescue you from a conversation tonight, Keith, but remember, Coach H, no water for her next time because she waltzed right past you.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Also to the coaches, Marchetta Carrier and Kayla Walker as well. Next game, I'll be back here in Edgerton on Tuesday night. It'll be Stryker at Edgerton in boys basketball. Final tonight, Edgerton knocks off Edon 58-45. Ben Murray will tell you what happened earlier today and maybe some things going on right now in progress in girls and boys basketball on the Midwest Federal Credit Union Scoreboard Show.